I expected Georgia to put up a fight, but damn, they damn near
Sheesh.
beat Fiji.
Bro, like I said in the thing, man, it's they if those kind of games for me, they get me. I was nervous from the very start. I knew Georgia came with it, and then as soon as they started to sort of put a bit of a build a bit of a lead, I was like, oh my goodness.
Mm. But nervous for Fiji, yeah. But no, they got it done.
Yeah,
And
because
so
that
am I right? Now they only have to beat, yeah, their
Portugal
remaining
1 point.
Portugal. So, bro,
And then I read,
they will come out. They'll want to they'll want to win, eh? Because they haven't won or so far. Who are they
oh
playing tonight? Tomorrow? Oh, not tonight. I don't think it's tonight. Australia.
yeah, they're playing Australia. So Portugal's got Australia and Fiji. That's sort of both their remaining games. But
Mm.
um, so
Out
there's
of
a
those
certain.
two, who do you reckon Portugal can beat? Oh, not beat, but push the hardest.
That's a good question, eh?
It's
Hmm,
weird, bro, because it really is that styles make fights.
100%.
Like, because you know how Fiji just dismantled Australia. I feel like Australia would have smoked Georgia, eh?
Hundred
That
percent.
Fiji team. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah,
like maybe it's because of what's going on in the Fiji camp. Like that, obviously, it's sad that
yeah, bro. That's
apparently
massive, eh?
Tuisava's sons passed away. That would have brought a whole like another feeling across the camp.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how he played. That's
So I
some
said to my
level of
mates, I'm like,
professionalism.
I'm shocked, and now I feel extra stink for like mentioning that he didn't do well in fantasy.
Oh wow, is he on your team? No.
Yeah, so in my missus group and all the our league
Mm.
amongst my mates, most of us had him and he didn't score too highly, but it's not surprising because the game was so tight. But but yeah, and then afterwards finding out he lost his son, it's like holy. I'm
Yeah, no, that's
surprised he
rough,
put the jersey on. He probably felt
bro.
obligated to right after that. Like he has to play.
Well, it's sort of like what Michael Jordan talks about. It's a
Oh,
release.
his
It's
dad,
it's
yeah,
it's an escape. It's like
yeah.
playing
Like when his dad
basketball. Yeah,
passed.
when his dad passed, it's like I mean, and I think similar to what Kobe did when he was going through those court cases, he was balling out. It's like his place of the sanctuary.
Putting up triple doubles.
It's like putting
It's
up
almost
80.
like good.
Bro, 100%. I'm like, yeah, it's their place of but I know, massive. I mean, I don't know. Oh, can't even imagine losing a child
But
that's
Michael Jordan sort of he didn't process the grief, eh? He kind of just played and played like that was the distraction.
yeah, yeah,
He didn't like
100%.
process it, but like once it actually like the feeling kicked in, I think after they won the championship,
You see it all
and they
come
won it
out.
on Father's Day or something,
Oh,
and then he
true.
was just yeah, and he was just in tears, like oh, I think that's what happens. I remember
Yeah, no,
watching the
I know those clips of him just rolling around, just
and then
absolutely
like
balling.
it's almost like they delayed winning the series until Father's Day because
Oh
like they
wow.
played actually they're doing okay and then they were 3 games ahead and then on Father's Day they won their fourth game of the series and won.
Mm.
And then Michael was just like in floods of tears.
Yeah, the emotions, eh? On top
Yeah,
of
and I think that's when he really like hit him, that his
yeah.
dad was gone.
Yeah, because I don't see anything about Do Silva Sane on any sort of so and obviously Josh sent through, Bruce, like that's fascinating. So I'm certainly wondering if
Yeah,
I share it, but
you would have thought it would have been like unless he like specifically like kept it quiet.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but how could that news not get out? Like,
Mm. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe Josh was asked for because it didn't come up in their press conference either. I'm a big fan of Simon Rawalui. He speaks well.
yeah.
He's very professional. He carry
That's your go-to, eh? That's your
what?
go-to people who speak well.
Yeah. No, no, no. I just think he's
Or
just
your
very,
pet peeve is people can't speak well.
yeah, true, true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
No, it's good. Yeah, he speaks well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, it does matter though, right?
yeah, yeah,
Matters
and
if
but it just shows the insight. For me, it shows that he's a man with some substance, and obviously he coaches that way. It's um
yeah.
yeah. I just
I guess it matters when you're talking to the boys too, right? Like you got
yeah.
to be a good orator. Hey, you can't be in there sounding like someone who hasn't got it together.
Oh wow, someone who's just
Yeah,
making their way through.
yeah, yeah. I guess he just backs. He's probably a guy who backs what he says too.
Yeah, 100%.
You
And
know,
he's obviously played at rugby for a long time. He played for
been there
Fiji
and
for a
done
while.
that. Yeah,
Yeah. So there's
it's
that.
easier to take from a guy who's like just a humble giant. I saw a picture of him
He's a big man,
having a hug with Eddie Jones,
Eddie.
bruh.
Yeah.
He's like towering over him.
I
Mind you,
I
he's
went
huge. But
yeah, I went to
he,
see yeah, because I think he played lock when he was playing his playing days. I went to visit a friend that All Blacks Fiji here in Dunedin. I went to see one of my mates, and Big Simon walked past, and I'm going, surely Simon is a big boy. And so
he must be big if you said he's big.
yeah, well, just a big, just a thick man, just a big thick man.
And a
Anyway,
big, like even bigger inner giant as
yeah, yeah,
well.
yes,
Bit of
absolutely.
substance, bit of
Bit of minerals,
bit of
bit of
something about
minerals.
him. Got minerals. What are the
Min-
minerals? What are the minerals? Are they? Is it Earth one?
oh, minerals of the man. So I guess the minerals of Afi is probably not turning up tonight.
Man, right. He's just shown his true colors, right? He's just
Well, there isn't
shown
even
that he
comms
doesn't
that.
have the minerals. He won't stand the test of time.
What? No, so there's no comms from Afi at all. So I guess,
Very strange.
mm, what do you think about the All Blacks game, bro?
Bro, yeah. Surprised me. I thought they would get a comfortable win, but damn, I didn't realize it would be that comfortable. They were so comfortable they were reclining in their like lazy boy leather chairs by half time. That's how
Far
comfortable it
out.
was.
Because what was your prediction? Your prediction was like
My
48.
prediction was like 46. I think I said 14.
Yeah, yeah. Nick Minute,
Yeah, something like that.
halftime score.
What was the half? It was like
Yeah, 49. I think it was 49. I think they hit
yeah,
49.
49 nil. Oh, three,
Man,
sorry.
yeah, because I know Fozzie was, sort of they were all sort of surprised by that kind of, but gee,
Yeah.
when the All Black machine gets going, bro,
They
was it
must have had a
did
really yeah, when they get going, eh? Like it's like I think Italy were just like Hansen used the word on the hosting panel, like shell shocked. That was a good
mm,
word. That was a good word to describe it. They just looked lost out there after like Will Jordan was he did he score that first try? Cross
yeah, yeah.
kick from Jordan. And he scored and they were like they were like
Yeah, I
dumbfounded
know.
and they just continued to leak points and like open up
Did
like
did
a can of
did it
sardines.
because I
They opened up like a can of spaghetti, which they despise.
oh wow. Oh wow, carbonara of the men. Um there's chat and on Twitter that Italy gave up. I don't know if I saw them giving up, but I
Uh,
guess mentally you
yeah.
pack it in and you say,
No, I don't think they gave up. Like they definitely didn't give up. I think it's more a case of like I said, you go into that shell shocked sort of panicky. They were
yeah,
more
yeah,
panicking.
yeah.
Panicking's not giving up, it's just panicking. Like and so they just look rattled and they looked out of sorts. And so they were just conceding points and points and compiled and before they knew it they were 49 points behind at halftime.
That's
Yeah,
the All Blacks of old, and it was great to see it. It was like, man, this is what
yeah,
this is the All Blacks of old, just putting just rampant, you know,
yeah.
purely unadulterated,
Yeah. It's hard to stop any top tier team once they get on a roll.
yeah,
Like even so All Blacks against South Africa, once South Africa on a roll and All Blacks were rattled, like that was it. The floodgates open.
yeah.
That's kind of what happened with this.
It's just,
it
yeah, it's just,
wasn't
it's,
it
it's
wasn't
over. Yeah,
expected though. They must have had a great week in training and preparation because they said Hansen said he talked to Fozzie and he said, yeah, we had a great week, we had great training, I'm confident. But like they say that every time.
yeah, yeah,
like, like if you ask a coach, like, oh, how did the
yeah,
week
yeah.
go? They're
Train, wait,
always like,
quite well.
oh yeah,
Mm,
no, we preparation went great. We
mm,
trained well. It's like, but also they're not going to come out and say, oh yeah, preparation was bad. It was horrible. So like, obviously they did
yeah.
have a good week. Man, it showed on the pitch though.
Oof.
Who? What about you? What did you think about the game? Like just in general?
Yeah, I just think because I sort of put up a post talking about people not really talking about the All Blacks, and then the All Blacks just and sort of low key that they'll turn up come playoff time. Obviously, they turned up against Italy because Italy. This was supposed to be one of Italy's best teams in a wee while, right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah. They're a
because
solid Five Nations team.
I can't see Fiji losing to the All Blacks by 96 or even
Uh,
maybe even I don't know Samoa would like they came out and just flipping darty these guys big time.
and that old them. That's another Tongan word for try.
100%. Yeah, man.
That
No,
old.
that's
Yeah,
too many tataos there, bro.
I see them.
It reminded me of the time that remember I don't know, a couple of years back Tonga played All Blacks played Tonga and it was just like a over a point a minute. It was
Oh
just
yeah,
like I got to the game, I chucked the game on, it was about 10 minutes in, it was really like 28-0. I'm like, what the or something like that. No, yeah, bizarre. Um
how bizarre, how bizarre. Shout out OMC. They get lots of shout outs on this, eh? OMC. Maybe we're always calling people and teams bizarre. No, it was
yeah, yeah,
bizarre. Yeah, yeah. I didn't expect a massive thrashing like that, eh? Just from what you've seen from Italy, they weren't overly convincing. Like that, their win over Uruguay was a tight one. I think they only scored
yeah,
38 points.
yeah.
So I thought, oh yeah,
It was
like
an arm
they're
wrestle.
solid, but like they're not like world beaters. And I was never scared that the All Blacks would lose.
Nah.
Like to be honest, I was confident that they were going to go and
Mm.
like do the job. But like, there was a part of me that thought, oh man, this could be close, but
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
wasn't. It
No.
wasn't close
See,
at
and
all.
this might be what the All Blacks. This could be a turning point in their campaign. It could be
Yeah.
them sort of showing to themselves that like we can run rampant here. We are
Mm.
still somewhat the All Blacks of old, and this might be a turning point. It might be sort of put a lot of belief in the guys. But does that mean that Uruguay lose by 150? What is this? Is that the
I don't think it works like that, but I think we're going to put a huge score on them, though. It'll be interesting to see what the
team?
starting lineup is because I
Mm.
think they'll rest a lot of guys.
Oh, 100%.
Uh, I'll be expecting to see Damian McKenzie in 10, maybe even Will Jordan at fullback, or maybe Geordie Barrett at fullback. Um,
I don't
see
even know
David
if you. Yeah, I don't know if you play Will. I think he gets rested completely.
True.
Maybe
Yeah,
Caleb. Who
yeah.
else is there?
Leicester.
Yeah,
Leicester will come in probably. Caleb Clark. You might have David Havili in midfield and
mate. You could even have David at fullback. That could be an option too. He's
yeah,
obviously
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Although they don't want to get too cocky, you know what I mean? They want to full on. Like
Oh, I think
I think they'll name a an like an A minus team. Like they'll like you know what I mean? Not the A team, but maybe an A minus. Like they'll have a few of the a few of the key players in there with a couple of guys who like don't usually start. So like yeah, your Caleb Clarks and your David Havilis and
mm,
maybe guys like
Bovati will start for
yeah,
sure.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
guys like that. So we'll get a
What does
run.
Ethan
So
Blackadder get a run? I reckon
yeah,
Sam
surely
Kane
I
will
think he'll
jump
be in the
back in there. He'll
23.
probably captain the side. Yeah,
Sam Kane, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Like the crazy thing for me was he's probably the no disrespect to Kane, he's probably the weakest player when he came off the bench, even though he gave that try assist to Dane Coles down the
yeah,
short
yeah, yeah.
side. Man, he looked a little bit of a step behind, and I don't know if it's because he just hasn't had game time the last couple of
Oh,
weeks,
you mentioned that.
or yeah,
So
yeah,
does
there
he
seemed to be
start in
slow.
the quarters? Do you start Sam Kane if he if he
You'd
if
have
he
to
plays?
start your All Black captain. You'd have to
Oh
start.
man, Samoa
Yeah,
don't start there for co-captain. Alato's on the bench. I'm like, oh, bizarre. That's bizarre.
how
Um,
bizarre.
yeah, but funny. Okay, yeah, because I would imagine Sam Kane plays really well, and then he'll into the starting lineup. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Probably did all
Yeah,
right. Bro science.
yeah. Papa Libro science. Can you explain to me the origin of the bro science, a
Oh,
nickname
it's
for Dalton Papa
no,
Lee?
it's just one of my mates who calls him bro science because he's all about because you got bro science to sort of just get in the gym and there's no real obviously method to them. It's just getting in and
Oh,
so I
oh,
know. Well, that's funny because
yeah,
he yeah. So he calls him bro science. Something. No, that's savage. That's savage. But he's like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That is savage. Oh no, I don't think. I think Dalton's smarter than he looks.
yeah.
I mean,
I think
I'm
so
not
too.
even saying he looks. He doesn't look smart. He does look smart, But I think he's a really smart player.
No, 100%.
He
I
doesn't
mean,
play like bro
you got to
science
be to
at
be
all.
playing at this level.
But to be fair, that's an awesome nickname, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro
Interesting.
science, solid, bro. It
Hey,
sounds
bro,
like
science.
someone who's like a really top level scientist, but also, they're street smart. Like
Oh
they went
wow.
to university, but it
But
was white couple.
they're low key,
It
they
wasn't
on.
Otago or it wasn't
Oh,
Auckland University. It was like Waikato. Or it was like Victoria. You know where I'm going with it?
mm-mm.
But yeah, bro science. They shout out Dalton Papali. He's the man. I think he was one of the best forwards on the field.
Mm.
Artie, Artie just like obviously blew Italy away. Like everything
Adi's
he did.
just absolute monster, eh? Just leg drive of the man. And just the captaincy, I think, the more he gets sort of time in that role, it's just he just goes. It's funny because did you see the post the press conference after the game? Fozzie didn't know that Artie was the player of the match. He's like, oh, did we hear the player? Oh, I don't know. You. I was like, bro, Fozzie, you're
Same were
awkward,
you
bro.
watching,
You
bro?
awkward, my brother. So
Oh
that's good
man,
stuff.
like yeah. It's good to see him like and be the captain because he's had a couple of L's, right? He said it took
Mm,
an L or two as captain, so
mm,
it's good to see him get a huge win over a decent team,
yeah.
or a team that people say are decent. So yeah, I'm happy for Artie, bro. It's all coming together. And how old is he actually? Do you know?
He's got to be like late 20s, eh?
Okay.
Surely he's not 30 yet, surely.
Oh,
Maybe
I was just thinking,
29?
like, would he be older or younger than Sam Kane? I need to look it up. I need to know right now
All right. Let us know.
because the question I was going to ask was, like, do you see him as a long-term captain?
Wow, that's a good question, eh?
Yeah.
Because if not
Yeah.
him, then who? Because obviously Sam
Sam
Whitelock's on the
Whitelock's
way
phasing
out.
out, and Sam Kane is the current
Kane's
captain, but I mean, he's getting, okay, so Adi Savi is 29,
boom.
um,
Sam
and
Kane.
he will actually be 30 this month.
Oh
So
wow. Okay, big
yeah,
three,
so
yeah.
14th of October he was born,
Mm.
1993. And yeah, he will be, he'll be to the 30 plus club this year. And so I think what they need to do is start, thinking about who's going to be the captain long term because
Is
he's
he is
actually
he
older than I thought.
how long has he signed around for? Because I know he's just sort of signed maybe last year. Maybe he's around to the next World Cup.
Yeah. Oh,
He's definitely the people's champion, like the people's captain, eh? I think if you talk to people and players,
okay.
most
So
people anyway.
Sam Kane's 31,
Hmm.
right? So they, you got to ask, man, is it both of their forms and their age? 4 years time, are they going to be around captaining? And if not, who do they look to? Because I don't know. Do they look to bro science? Do they look to go to the science route, or do they go to look?
Scientific route.
Do they go the
Because
scientific route?
how old is Bro Science? Can you quickly bring that up? Is he must be
Oh,
like mid-20s?
he is baby faced. He's so young.
Yeah.
Dr. Papali'i, um, bro science
Because he's
happens to
captain of the
be.
Blues,
He's
eh?
25. He's 25.
So
He's
he could
captain
be a
of the
long
Blues.
term. Because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
captain the All Blacks? Surely nah.
No, I don't think so. No.
He could be someone naturally for the long term. He probably start
Yeah,
maybe giving him that captaincy
yeah,
role for
yeah.
less important games, maybe, yeah,
I
for
think they.
sure.
I think they go the scientific route. I think they go the science route. I think they choose bro science because he can put together his words well, and
Yep.
he seems quiet on the field, and I don't know what it is, but I kind of like quiet captains. You know what I mean? I like how they just go about their work and they
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah, yeah,
stuck
yeah.
in, they muck in, and they ruck in
Wow.
safely. But
Wow.
they sort of lead by example, and kind of Dalton does that.
Because who
He's
else would there be? Who like
quite
if you look
achieved.
at this current playing crop, this team. I
Yeah.
mean, I hear people talking about Roy Guard being impossible captain.
Way
Nah.
too young to even think about that, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he is a confident young man. I'm sure he would do the job if he's called on to be captain, but I'll probably go, oh man, you're looking through. Oh,
Because then you got to factor
it's
in.
hard to argue against Papali.
No, I guess you just messaged.
Dalton Papali?
Sorry, was jumping on now. Thought it was 8:30. Oh,
Oh, okay.
oh yeah. Affy's
Those ones. Those ones.
those
Is
ones.
that back and save? Is it pack
Bro,
and
I
save? Get
said today, I
extra
said 8
tonight.
o'clock for everyone.
He's lying through his teeth,
He saw it too.
lying about the fact that he thought it was at 8 because he was getting snacks for the NRL
Mm,
grand final. I guarantee
yeah.
you.
You're not watching that?
He'll come into the
Oh, that'll be
pod
later on.
holding a bag of kettle chips and some
Can't
dip.
believe it.
Oh, sorry guys,
Can't
what have I
believe it.
missed? And a 4 pack of lemon lime bitters.
And as soon as he comes on, bro, we'll just go. Thanks for
Oh,
that. That's all we have time for today.
oh,
Oh man. Oh well, it's good to know that there's no personal
it's
issues
all right.
going
We
on.
got the All Black stuff out the way.
Yeah. He can
Yeah,
come
so we're
on
gonna
and
bring
talk.
it to a
He can
close,
come
kind
and
of thing.
yeah, we can talk about Manu Samoa, maybe,
Yeah, we
and
was
then we
talking
can
about
touch on
Manu with yeah, a
Japan.
very dejected Uffy.
Yeah. Well, he'll probably have a few thoughts to share regarding the Manu. Did you see that post I put up
Good.
about Dan Leo? Disappointed and,
No,
sort of taking this opportunity. It's he makes sense, eh? He makes sense. This is
who
a good.
say that? Who?
I don't know if you saw the post I put up about Dan Leo saying that it was disappointing into Manu Samoa's Rugby World Cup campaign.
Oh, is it over?
Oh no, it's not over. You're right. No, you're right. But it's a long way towards that,
Mm, mm. Here he comes. You know
ladies
what
and
I find
gentlemen.
really interesting is that, you
Hello.
know, oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Malo, I
Oh
think
wow.
Summon the Samoan.
just as we're talking, it's just as we're touching on Manu Samoa.
Mm.
Nice boys.
Touching on them, just like MJ. 23 ways to make it pay.
23 ways to make it
I
pay.
hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I.
Shadows of
You,
the Man.
oh, bro, that'll be a mean pod. That'll be a mean pod song. I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I. You hit him low, hit him low.
It's up the bay. Yeah. Oh well.
What's up? What's up?
Oh,
And
bro,
that's all
here,
we have time for today. Thank
Uffy,
you
we're
for
just
coming.
talking about Crazy Bone is in hospital. No, we weren't talking about that. But what are your give me your reactions to Crazy Bone being admitted to hospital midweek?
Crazy man. How did we get on this? I like the dude. Yep. I have nothing else to say.
Put some crazy man, and all the rest of the Bone
He's
Thugs.
part Samoan, eh?
Bro,
Is
are you
he?
joking? Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
serious?
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's part Samoan. Eh? Is it
Oh my
crazy or
god,
lazy?
crazy,
Wow.
crazy the
Must be
faster.
lazy.
She must be lazy, eh?
Must be lazy.
Oh wow. Must be lazy bone.
Must be
Nah, bro,
lazy.
nah, it's
Wow.
definitely crazy, bro. Nah.
Nah, I think it was one of those rumors at high school, bro. But yeah.
Oh, okay, bro. No, I need to know now. Is there a Samoan Bone Thug? I'm putting. I
Nah,
probably
look
put.
it up. I think it's
I
busy, eh?
put my
Busy.
money. I put
Ooh,
my money
get
on
busy.
Busy. I reckon. If
Busy
one of
or
the
Nah, I
Bone
think it
PC?
is
Thugs,
busy.
Is it
Eh?
busy or PC?
Busy.
I reckon if one of the Bone Thugs is Samoan, it's Busy. I guarantee you.
Okay, what's the
I
last
didn't
one,
even know that
guys?
one.
Busy Bone.
Because
Oh,
Crazy.
you
Busy,
guys are
crazy,
just
lazy wish. Busy,
there.
crazy,
There it is.
lazy
Wish.
wish. And there's Flesh as well, but he was in prison for a time. But I'm
Oh,
just
true
gonna
flesh.
Busy Bone. This is part of the
Wishbone
pod.
must have been Tongan, eh? The wishbone.
How did we
Okay,
get here,
his
boys? How
name
did
is
we get here?
Brian Anthony McCain the second, and I'm about to find out if he's someone.
Uh,
And okay, scrolling.
Probably it was one of those rumors at high school,
Okay, it
boys.
doesn't say. It might have been a high school rumor, but it's a pretty cool rumor to spread. I can see why a lot of people were told. Yeah,
How are we doing, guys? Where did we get to?
Oh, we're
Sorry,
actually
boys, I'm
just
late.
touching on Manu Samoa just as you came on. So good timing. Your initial thoughts on the loss to Japan?
I think it was pretty disappointing. I think that's probably the first words that come to mind. From a
it's not
campaign,
surprising.
that was built up. Obviously with the talent coming from the bright light, that clause. But yeah, I think they just it was pretty disappointing. End close but no cigar, eh, boys?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. I was disappointed as well.
4 more years.
That's what
4
it
more
is.
years.
4 more years, boys. 4 more years. Yeah, I mean, like Japan just like they became the World Cup Japan that I thought they would, at the start,
Yeah,
and
they were always going to
unfortunately,
be tougher than PNC.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
3 in a row. That's 3 in a row that they've kind of crushed our hopes and dreams of progressing to a quarterfinal. So it's not the first time they've done it.
Perhaps the
Um,
Islanders too, which rubs a bit of salt in the wound. Do you think?
Yeah, well,
yeah, I
at the end of
guess.
the
Hey,
day, Ireland,
that
yeah,
fullback, what ethnicity is he? Their fullback, Japan.
Fijian,
The
isn't it?
Japanese fullback.
Is
Or
it
no.
Sorry, I'm getting his name way wrong.
The winger.
I think he's fullback. No, not Nakambulla.
No, the other winger was the
fullback,
player
Oh,
that
not
was
Jonna. Is it?
the fullback. He
Nuts
got
on my man. No, I
Nakambulla.
think it was. I don't know. I think he was winger, bro. To be honest, let me just bring up the squad.
because he
Yeah,
got man of the match.
yeah. No, that's winger, bro. He was
Oh
winger.
no,
Steve
he's Tongan, bro.
Tongan, bro.
He's Tongan, bro.
It
Wait, I'm
must,
glad
yeah.
we got to that. So it does beg the
We'll
question:
edit that out.
is Toto Kifu's influence strong enough, to bring these guys
Sorry,
back
who?
to play?
Tudu Kefu. What'd you say?
All right,
Toot,
Toto
toot, beep beep.
Answer my
To the
phone.
window. To
It's
the
the
wall.
key to ignition.
No, and then
Looks like
you got
Kifu's on missions.
To the window, to the wall, to the window, to the wall.
because you got Amato Fakatava, so playing in second row too, and he's
Oof.
been balling
Say
as
you
well.
kid Laban.
Oh well.
Ken Laban. Or isn't it Ken Laban?
Bro, Kid Laban. Don't you ever Kid Laban me ever again, bro. That's Kid Laban hard, bro. The correspondent. And pause.
Oh,
Hey, shush. Oh wow. Anyway, nah, Japan did well. Disappointing. I don't know if you saw, because you saw the post Afi about Dan Leo saying it was just sort of with the kind of plays that we had and the kind of pool we had, it was a good chance for us to make the quarters since '95. And yeah, but
we've actually got no one to blame, eh? We're like with Samoa, we like to blame someone, it was Tasesa Lavia one year, it was
oh wow.
we like to no, we like to blame someone, but
yeah.
in the comments and in my head I'm like, man, there's actually no one to blame here. Like it's it's not Mapusula's fault,
I
it's
would
not
be
the
looking at
boys'
the players
fault. I
on the
just
field. I
think
think
we just
I'll be
didn't
looking at the players.
click.
Mm.
Didn't fell short.
Yeah.
Was it? I think that what Mapusula was trying to say is that we've not had enough time to bind together in terms of, when he mentioned that stat, he said, since the last World Cup we've only played 12 games or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think he was trying to imply that, if we had these players for a longer period, maybe we would have seen a different result. We were seeing promising signs, but just needed a bit more time. That's what I was hearing, is that we just needed more time, and I think that might be, it might actually work in his favor, because I think that at the end, his interview, his post-match interview, he was saying how proud he was of these young men.
Young men.
Like, come on, like they're not, they're no spring chickens, like I think there was quite a few.
16. I think I
But
counted
if there was
16
any players that were young, like he didn't play them. it was the thing, like
that's a
make
miracle.
38-year-old.
But yeah, I was just it's disappointing, but he doesn't have Eddie's kind of excuse, because Eddie came straight out. He said that he was going for a young team. He needed to change them out. At least Eddie was kind of straight up. He was like, but he had some. He had some. He just believed. I think he just believed too hard in the young guys that were there. Eddie.
Going back to the bro, can I just ask you? Yeah, bro. Can I just ask you, what do you think went wrong in the game for Samoa? What do you actually, if you're putting your finger on something specifically, like Like, were they just outclassed by Fiji? I mean, sorry, Japan, or
I think
discipline?
the
For
effort
me,
was
because
there.
for
They
India it
talk
was
about the
discipline.
effort was there,
Mm.
but we weren't we just didn't put together a full 88. We didn't put together a. We saw glimpses, and we've seen glimpses in the last 3 games, but we've never put it all together. I think we're a bit lost in points.
Mm.
And that only comes with time. Like I think time and building combinations and that kind of thing. The thing that did go well was and I want to talk about the positives here because we're mana enhancing. Um, I think the things that did go well was that the area of the tight five, and I think we've got some really good players there. I just feel like we weren't firing. Our backline just couldn't fire. I think there was,
Yeah.
I think we just didn't live up to that expectation of I just think they just needed time to gel. I think that's kind of the ultimate theme there.
I
But
think, yeah, I think the discipline was a big thing, man. Like disappointing, for me, like all the experience they had
yeah,
in their squad. I
yeah,
think
I
I
agree with you
counted
there.
16 players in that squad who are over 30 years old, and they just still like lose their heads in key moments. And like obviously a red card hurt them, a yellow card as well. Felt a bit sorry for Ben Lamb as well, like with things not really going well for him. But anyway, the discipline was really concerning, and I thought that they would keep their heads on for this game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
100%. It's
that red card. Mm.
it's almost like a concoction of just it's a bit of because they had a few injuries last minute, and then they just discipline, and then just sort of brain explosions on the field, things that you would think they would, with the experience they have, they would sort of keep under control. And so I think it's sort of a wee combination of um, injuries, just ill discipline, errors on their half. I don't think you can blame Salala for this. I think there's always people go, oh, the coach or selections. I'm like, mate, I think he's done a good job, but just a combination of things that just haven't gone their way. It's sort of it's
But
disappointing, but yeah,
but I think if you like the main thing is, and I said it in my post for the pages, they just needed to do the basics right.
yeah,
I think the basics weren't even there.
100%.
The fundamentals. I think they kind of
That's
try
all
to
part of
fly.
discipline. That's all
They
part of
try to
discipline.
fly before they could actually crawl. Like, and when they actually found moments where this is where I'm saying like there was glimpses of good things because when they went up the middle and they did, they stuck it tight. They kept it close. They got a roll on it.
Mm,
So
Yeah,
quite a few phases there at one point, but I think the basics would have got them the win if they just grinded it out. Just who wants it
yeah,
more,
mm,
just grind it out. But I think
yeah.
they were trying, and I think it came down to aimless kicks across all 3 games as well. Aimless kicking, no
catching a
real,
ball.
yeah, handling errors. Just the real fundamentals. I just think it's just basics that we got wrong. And it's a shame because there's some really good talent out there. And and I think the fans deserve better. Yeah, but I just mean like we just had high expectations for this team.
No, but hand it to them though. Like they were in it. Like at the end, like they were a try away in the end. So at least they showed a bit of heart. They went with Japan for the full 80.
Mm,
Down a man. So yeah,
yeah,
I
Yeah,
give
I
it
mean, if they started
credit to the
with that game with
boys.
that energy, it would have probably been a different game. I think if they started with that
Yeah,
kind of energy that they finished the game with.
yeah,
yeah. Well, Niria for me kind of fell out of favor. There was some guys that
Yeah.
have been playing for the past. I think the guys that have been playing for the past 3 years that he's brought into the fold, they didn't even see game time. They got kind of. I'd have liked to seen Ben Lamb come off the bench or something. But there's so many little things we can pick at.
Mm,
But I think at the end of the day, we have high expectations for these professionals. They play at the top tier. They've played, there's experience all over the park. We always ask for experience. The experience was there, in the form of, Christian Lilifano, Ben Lamb. We had experience all over the park, man. We had Charlie from Renard coming off the bench. We had the leadership. We had everything you asked for in the team. I think the minerals, when you talk about minerals, I think they were there.
We're talking about minerals.
Wow.
We're talking about
the minerals.
All the minerals.
They had all the minerals.
They just didn't.
We didn't take the lid off.
We didn't take the lid off. They just couldn't cook.
Nah. Couldn't put it together. But that was my ultimate theme. I think it was kind of so I'm looking at England as like a, I think they may be looking at it as a qualifying game. I just think they just play the rest of the boys.
Can they get up? Can they get up on England? Can they get up over England? Do you think?
I haven't seen any signs to show that they can get up on England. Okay. That's my honest opinion. And I don't know if they can. They've got an extra, I think, 3 days, because it's a 8-9 day turnaround from the 6 they've had. So they've got an extra few days, but I don't think they'll make a difference. I just think if we're gonna see anything or want to do anything, I just think invest in the players that haven't played. That they're committed to a camp,
and they'll be biting.
Saying that they've got that experienced squad is pretty worrying. That who's going to be their next World Cup? Do you know what I mean? Who out of this current squad are they going to have to start from scratch? Is Seilala going to have to do that?
It's funny, what are your thoughts on picking people on form, and then picking people that are experienced? They're getting that balance right.
It's just a balance.
What's the right thing there? What's the right combination? Do you guys reckon?
I think you go with the experienced guys, and you bring guys through to sort of like an apprenticeship, right? You don't start a whole bunch of greenhorn plumbers at the same time and throw them on the job and say, all right, you lot, just go and get the job done. Go lay a drain. You put some experienced guys out there, and you have them shadowed by younger guys. And I think it's the same with this. You still need that experience, but you need to bring the new generation through at the same time. And so I think you can't go too heavy. Like you said, balance, you can't go too heavy either way. So he probably needs to keep some of those old heads around, and then just sprinkle Salt Bay, a little bit of new blood in there. And so I mean, he's I personally hope he gets another go. I hope they don't get rid of Seilala.
No, I think he's the man for the job.
What does he need? But what does he need to change? Because you can't just do this.
He's got 4 years to he's got 4 years, and he what they need is more international games.
So bearing they get more international games, what do they need? What do you reckon they need?
What do you think they need?
What do I think they need?
Got some new guys alongside those guys like Christian and.
You guys know what I'm trying to see. I want to see more local talent. I want to see more players picked out from the sevens team. A better relationship between them and Brian Lemar and the boys that are young there. They've got some fiery talent. That's where you look for them. That's where you look. When you said that sprinkle, they're in the sevens team, mate. When you look at the sevens team now,
some sevens players on there.
There are some players on there. So I think bringing those guys into the fold, I think 4 years and 4 years of that sevens, caliber players. We're going to finish in 11 minutes or 1 minute. But yeah, I'm going to bring up some of that.
You always finish in a minute, so you should be all good.
Wow.
And on that note,
ask your mum.
No,